Oh, good Lord. My video wasn't even fully uploaded yet. When I go back on the Twitter, and here it is, the supposed target of Tessa Blanchard's racism. I only know her as La Black Rose from Puerto Rico on Twitter. This was found uh, by somebody who says that she actually punched Tessa Blanchard in the face. I don't know about that part being true. I hope it is. But apparently this person, this female wrestler here, who says that it happened in Japan in 2017, on her Twitter account, she says that she's a Stardom champion, some type of champion of Stardom. So maybe that's where it happened. There's been... so apparently Tessa Blanchard is a racist. And she aimed her racism at an Afro-Latina from Puerto Rico. And that's really interesting. So now Tessa Blanchard is on an apology tour. Should I be on an apology tour? Did I take up for Tessa Blanchard? Not really. Not really. I just said it is very convenient. And it's still very convenient that all this stuff was brought up at this particular point in time. Very suspicious. But that doesn't mean that it was untrue. And now that I think that it might be true, because this isn't a wrestler anyone knows. So maybe that's why nobody cared. Because Tessa Blanchard is Tessa Blanchard. And this young lady, La Black Rose from Puerto Rico, is just La Black Rose from Puerto Rico, an independent wrestler who seems to be quite the journeyman, has been around for a long time. She's apparently pretty successful, looking from her Twitter account. She's also dealing with I think there was an earthquake in Puerto Rico. That's what her Twitter account mostly is talking about, is pro wrestling. Well, I hope that she doesn't try to wrap her career around this, or people try to define her by this situation. Because she deserves to, if she has talent, to be judged on her talent, or lack thereof. But apparently other people are now talking, more talking heads about Tessa Blanchard getting into fights in battle royals, and then arguing with people in the locker room and getting into fights there. So there's a lot of people out for Tessa Blanchard's blood now. You're not allowed. It's a crab in the bucket business. You're not allowed to get too high. You're not allowed to get too far away before. And then there's people who are saying, like, we've always known about Tessa Blanchard, but we were told to shut up, which leads to another very interesting subject. If people know these things, why do we not hear about them? If random people on Twitter who really have no relevance one way or the other, if they find out all these stories, why don't everyone else know? Why don't we get all these tales from Mr. Dave Meltzer or anyone else? Maybe Dave, I don't dictate. I'm not even going to say that. Let me take that back. Because I don't know whether Dave Meltzer talks incessantly about this Tessa Blanchard or not, or her bad behavior. I have no idea. I do know that if it was someone in the WWE, they would never shut the fuck up about it. I mean, I still hear about bad boy Randy Orton every time Randy Orton's name appears anywhere near a story. I have to hear about how Orton shit in bags and how he used to bully people. And same thing with Bradshaw, JBL. Every time somebody brings something up, he's like, he's a bully, he's a jerk, he's this, he's that. But certain people are protected. Now, you could say Tessa Blanchard could be protected because her last name is Blanchard. She's the daughter of a Hall of Famer. Whether you think the WWE Hall of Fame is legit or not, Tully Blanchard is a legit legend, period. The Four Horsemen if you don't think the Four Horsemen is a legendary group, I don't understand how you become a wrestling fan. So maybe it's because people were protecting Tessa Blanchard, maybe. But Tessa is still a person that the world has been pushing onto other people for years. Now, at least 2 years. So apparently Tessa Blanchard is a racist. I'm not going to say anything other than it's going to make her being world champion very interesting. Because I still think it's going to happen. It's going to make things real interesting. What is Impact really going to do? Is they sitting in these offices now really thinking about, hey, we can't make this woman world champion now, because if we do, then we're celebrating a racist. But if we don't, then Are we saying that it's sexism that a woman has to continue with the glass ceiling? Oh no, what's the right woke response here? I guess the right woke response is to not be woke at all.